what do you normally look for in a game? Because for me, I like to escape to a fantasy land, you know, maybe one where I can meet some drop dead gorgeous girls, you know, that are like hot but sweet at the same time, that I can just, you know, fall in love with. Because I have a hard time doing that in real life. I'm very shy.
Everybody loves me. Princess Champion.
Damn, bitch. You big as fuck. Like, oh, come on, don't cry. I'm sorry. I know that was mean. Maybe you can do, like, put a little makeup on, or you can do some sports, you know, like slim up a little bit. Holy fucking shit. Bitch turned into a goddamn Mortal Kombat character. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Sugar Free channel, and today I've got another game for you. Been seeing these advertisements going around for a while, and it's called Emperors and Beauties.
Oh my god!
So the advertisements to this game lead you to believe that you play the role of the Emperor, and various couples come to you wanting a divorce for different reasons, such as this guy who doesn't find his wife attractive anymore, so he just bitch slaps her down the street, claiming how nobody wants her.
Nobody wants. Nobody wants. Nobody wants.
And it's up to you to decide whether or not the man's guilty, because he says his wife's not pretty anymore. Don't really know what that has to do with getting a divorce, like if you're finding him guilty of wanting a divorce or just guilty of being a dick. Because that's definitely the right answer. And it even gives you a great big promotion. Or we have this other couple, where he makes his lovely wife dinner, and she fucking scarfs it down like a goddamn vacuum. Like, literally licks the plates clean.
Oh my god!
So, it's up to you to decide whether or not he can divorce her, just because she's too fat and eats too much.
What's the matter? My lord, I want a divorce. She's always eating too much.
My lord, I have to. If not, I can't work well.
Which, if it was me, my excuse of divorce would be that the bitch didn't even leave me nothing to eat. So, after not agreeing with this guy's divorce the first time, we see this couple again. And it's the same scene. He makes her dinner, and after her fucking hoovering it down, it turns out the food was poisoned.
It's poisoned.
So then he drags her lifeless corpse down to you and just plops her down on the floor right there and says, "Oh, look, I didn't do this."
What's the matter?
My lord, I didn't plan this. She's dead because she ate too much.
And then you have to decide whether or not he's guilty or not. Which apparently he is. Well, that's cause for you to fucking dance around like a fucking Gundam style. So you might be thinking to yourself, that's the Emperor part, but what about the beauties? What do we get to do with the beauties? Well, there are various beauties in the game that you can meet and take on dates.
Let me cook you some ginseng soup.
That's the only dish you know.
Love, let me sing you a song.
Always the same song. I start getting bored.
And apparently, the dates look like this.
Did you like my dancing, love?
Where you're just in a one-on-one fucking rave show watching this woman dance around. How many of you ladies out there would enjoy this kind of date? I'm asking you because I'm sure if I ask any of the dudes, I'm pretty sure they would find this date to be just fine. Fucking weirdos. So you can probably guess that this is probably not what the game is actually about. And I would say you're right for the most part. The dating part is actually kind of close to what they actually show, because you do get to collect various girls and go on dates with them, but all the dates involve is basically undressing them, it seems like. I mean, you click on date, and then the next thing you know, they're in some kind of pajamas or lingerie or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. And it ends with a silhouette of you making out with them and having babies. You start the game, and it actually apparently has a storyline. You start off as some poor schmuck from some poor family, or your parents died or some shit like that. To be honest, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. You get to select your character, you get to name yourself.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
And then they drop you out into the world. And the gameplay is just not all about meeting women, surprisingly. But of course, that's the only parts that they want to show you. Now, the gameplay has aspects of the city builders or whatever. You got your resources you gotta collect, you got your army that you build up. And then you go on your adventure mode, where your army fights down other smaller armies, which is literally all you do is sit there and watch. I mean, you can skip it, but there's really nothing else to do. You just click, fight, and then let your guys go. And there are bosses that you can fight at the end of every wave, or every stage, act, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You collect these bosses and you take them to jail, where you get to fucking torture them for food and other various resources. There are different parts of the kingdom you can go to, like there's an academy you can stick your guys in, there's world bosses that you can fight every so often during the day. There's a palace where you can go to, where I'm assuming you rise through the levels, and each server has their own emperor, so technically you're not even really the fucking emperor unless you spend the time and money to do it. And as far as the passing judgment on people, there is a slight system like that in the game. It's really not like they show, where people come to you wanting a divorce, or people come to you about poisoning their fucking wives. And it doesn't give you 1,000,000 XP like the fucking dude show. You don't even get, I don't even think it's worth getting up and doing the Gundam style. +2 performance. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the game. Just another example of mobile ads trying to entice people into downloading their game, even though the game has nothing to do with what they're showing. I've seen some comments say that I've helped them save some time by them watching the video before they downloaded the game, and that's what I hope to do with these videos. I hope to entertain y'all at the same time. So if I helped save you some time from downloading the game, let me know in the comments. And if I did a decent job of entertaining you, you can, consider subscribing, so you can watch more videos of me attempting to do Gangnam Style really badly. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.